Where is Kun-woo? I was looking forward to that as well.
Right. So don't worry about him because he is going to join us, but just not at the studio today. And we will tell you where Kun-woo is right now. Now, fall foliage season has arrived in South Korea, driving visitors to popular tourist spots to indulge themselves in the stunning shades of this particular season. But this year, due to factors including climate change, the season's peak is later than usual. So to tell us more, our news features reporter Park Kun-woo is out at the site where you can enjoy the autumn season to the fullest. Welcome, Kun-woo. Let's start with where you are and what it's like over there.
Good afternoon, Soa and Bella. I'm currently at Yeoninsan Mountain Provincial Park located in Gapyeong-gun County in Gyeonggi-do Province, northeast of Seoul, where you can actually enjoy an amazing view of fall foliage. It took me about an hour or so by car to reach here from the southern part of Seoul. This park is actually a well-known place, a well-known tourist attraction in South Korea, as it's been chosen as one of the 5 representative forest paths by the Korea Forest Service. This place is a very peaceful place where you can enjoy listening to the birds chirping, along with the fresh wind and also the fresh water coming down from the valley. And I'm pretty sure you can enjoy that while you're watching right now. And as it's a little past lunchtime, I've seen many visitors coming to this area from the early morning, and even though it's a weekday. So take a listen to how much the visitors are actually enjoying themselves at the site.
A few days ago, I visited a different mountain because I heard that place had reached peak season, but it hadn't. But this place was really nice with a lot of maple trees, so it made me lose track of time.
This year, the autumn leaves are late, so people said it's not that pretty. But this place is good because it's close to the city and was so beautiful from the entrance.
Wow, definitely seems like a beautiful place to be out during the fall season. And we can also see how the visitors are definitely enjoying themselves, right?
Right, they definitely enjoy themselves. And I also really enjoy, going outside when I have the time. And also, I like driving these days because of all the beautiful, leaves.
Right, having the window open and then going through those driving courses along with the fall foliage. But Kun-woo, as we earlier hinted, the peak season is a little later than usual. Why is that?
That's right. So whereas leaves that change color in autumn usually reach their peak during mid to late October, it's a different situation happening this year due to numerous factors such as climate change. And I actually interviewed one expert, so take a listen to what he says and why this is happening.
Fall foliage colour changing is at least 2 to 3 days later on average. Summer was longer than before, and the temperature rose by around 1.3 degrees Celsius compared to the average of the past decades.
He also shared concerns that leaves could fall earlier than expected due to strong winds and colder weather down the road. So it's recommended to actually plan your date right away.
I see. I guess I should also be planning my own trip there very soon. Are there any other places that you would recommend our viewers to visit?
Of course, there are so many places that I want to recommend. I can actually do this all day, but just to name a few, usually major mountains in Korea, including Daejangsan in Southwest Korea, Songrisan in Central Korea, and Hallasan on Jeju Island are actually some of the most representative places that you can actually visit for leaf peeping. If you take a look at the screen, the peak season for each mountain differs. But as the forecast by the Korea Forest Service was released last month, the peak period will be a little bit later. The Korea Forest Service says that only 20% of the leaves on Daejangsan Mountain, for example, had changed colors by last week. And since the organization sets the peak season as when at least 50% of the leaves changes its colors, it's estimated it could be early November or even a bit later. And that would be a week or so more later than earlier predicted. In that sense, Hallasan, which reached 50% last week, would be a perfect place you can visit just now. And also, as the southern part of the peninsula usually reaches its peak season later than the upper areas like where I'm right now, you can plan visiting those places like Daejangsan or Hallasan early next month. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you for those great recommendations and being out there to experience the fall foliage for us. And that was our Park Kun-woo out live reporting from Yeoninsan Mountain in Gapyeong-gun County in Gyeonggi-do Province.